Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to my TV. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for brand new content. This your boy Goldmouth Shorty. Let me get straight down to business. Today we finna talk about that boy Big Mike, and we're gonna talk about the beef he had with J.Prince and Rap a Lot. Now let me get straight down to business, man. But before I do that, make sure you hit that post notification bell so you'll be in the loop to everything I drop. And if you really fuck with me, you can cash out me, Mag Promo. And I'll keep this hot content going, and I might just shout your name out. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and give y'all a story, man. Back in 1991, Big Mike made his debut in the rap game. He was a member of the Convicts, him and 3-2 from Houston. But you know, Big Mike originally from Ninth Ward. He from New Orleans, you know what I mean? He a swamp nigga. But he lived in between two cities his whole life because when he got in trouble in New Orleans, he was sent to Houston to live with his grandparents. So that's why his style was different. You know what I mean? It wasn't too much of nothing. It was both of them mixed together, you know. Nobody had his type of style, basically. He was all original. And, you know, everybody liked it, the Convicts, man, including Dr. Dre. That's why when he was a convict with 3-2, he got invited to California, you know what I mean, to go do some music with Dr. Dre. And, you know, Bushwick Bill, they wanted Bushwick and they wanted 3-2. But, you know, Suge Knight was playing with him. He put them up in the apartment and everything, was treating them right, giving them everything they wanted. And at this time, the Peter Man, Big Mike, was living with Snoop Dogg at Snoop Dogg apartment. And you know what I mean? One night, I guess Suge Knight and J.Prince had an argument, and J.Prince had done sent for him overnight and made them go jump on the plane and leave. And they was never coming back because Harry O stopped sending the money and stuff like that. So they had got the artist from up there. So when they got him from up there, they asked him, hey, do you want to join Getoboys? They invited him to join Getoboys because a lot of people don't know that J.Prince group. So the album did good. It went gold. But for some reason, him and Scarface really never got along. You know what I mean? But he fit like a glove because Willie D had left the group. And then Bushwick started doing his own thing after that. And, you know, shortly after, Big Mike was kicked out the group. After that one tape, he was kicked out. So now he got an opportunity to be a solo artist. Got his own platform. And then when he dropped his first two tapes, man, he blew up so big, he had to fight Scarface, man. Scarface had swung on him, and they had a little scuffle or whatever, you know what I mean? But Big Mike didn't lose, but Big Mike didn't win, but Big Mike could have really hurt Scarface that night, you know what I mean? But Big Mike just played his role and let the nigga swing on him, but he defended himself. But it was so many cats there, you know what I mean? And he was still signed to Rap a Lot. So he just, you know, brushed it off as, you know, homies that was in the group fighting. But you know what I'm saying? Big Mike was a different type of creature. See, he from the Ninth Ward, you know what I mean? He was really about that gunplay. You know what I mean? But he spared Scarface for some reason, man. Some odd reason he said, nah, man, I got to hold my tempo on this. This is a lot of money, big opportunity. I can't beat my favorite rapper up. You know what I mean? But I really can, physically. And kill him. You know what I mean? So Scarface jumped on him with his entourage, but he defended himself. And then, you know, J.Prince was like, you got a little hard, nigga. J.Prince was impressed that he stood his ground because they knew deep down that Big Mike could whoop him because it was whispers, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? J.Prince was kind of impressed because uh, these contracts that J.Prince was putting together was all 360 deals, but you know, he would give you some money up front and he'd want another contract out you every time. Every time you get money is a contract. So, you know what I mean? That's when the trouble started because J.Prince seen the reception that Big Mike got on his albums, I'm Serious and stuff like that. He wanted to just keep him under his wing, and he knew the dude was the only other artist he had that everybody had to have that tape, man. You know what I mean? It just sold on its own, no promotion, no nothing. Yeah, we can put a video on it just to make it look good. But man, you bumping, man. Everybody gotta have your jam in their car. So, you know what I mean? They was even buying 2 copies of it. You feel me? That Big Mike album. So, you know what I mean? It was some good music. So, what ended up happening was J.Prince said, man, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse, man. Just sign for me, man. Just sign on the dotted line, man. So he did, but he was like, man, I just want my money. You know what I mean? So he ended up signing again. And, you know, after he did what he did, the album did tremendously good. And, you know, the promo tours and stuff. So he was ready to go pick up some money because he did everything he was supposed to do. Now he was ready to go pick up some money. And what happened? J.Prince had put a contract right there on the table and tried to make him sign it, but gave him his money that he was already owed. But he ain't like give him no new money for a new contract. He just giving the money. And the man was like, nah, man, other labels taking interest in me, man. I want to weigh out my options because my real contract is not even over yet. You just owe me this money, man. Where's my money? So, you know what I mean? J.Prince didn't like it, and somebody was on the phone, you know what I mean, arguing back and forth with Big Mike. Because, you know what I mean, you know, it went from the contracts to, you know what I mean, they had a little confusion, and, you know what I mean, they didn't get the handle nothing like that. And then, you know, they was like, man, do you know who you messing with, man? You messing with J.Prince. On the phone, he can hear somebody in the background when J.Prince was talking to him. And dude was mad. And that same night, when he went and laid down, the same night, man, he was in there with his wife and his kids. And then something just told him to wake up because he heard the noise. And then when he went and sat down in the living room and smoked a cigarette, here comes shots firing in the living room, coming through the wall, piercing through the doors. So he ducked down for cover. You know what I mean? And ran up in the room, and right where he was laying at, that's where the bullet had done came at, because the people had done peeped where his master bedroom was, and they made noise. That's what woke him up. And then they shot at him. You know what I mean? But nobody wasn't hit or nothing. So he was like, fuck it, man. I'm finna kill these niggas. But, you know, he still had a contract with these niggas. So he just played it off like he didn't know if it was them because he really didn't never see who the guys was. And then when he had another event, the nigga security out there in Houston, the big dude, just started throwing drinks on him. So he's like, yeah, man, these niggas throwing drinks on me. So he threw some back, you know what I mean? Because dude had a Rap-A-Lot t-shirt on. So he's like, man, this shit crazy. All I want to do is get my money. Y'all gave me my money, but when we had another phone call And we was talking about doing a deal because I was like, let me think about it. You gave me my money to get me up out of there. But now you mad that you gave me my money and I ain't signed another contract with you because the old one wasn't finished yet. You know what I mean? It wasn't expired. Now you want to kill me because I want my money to be rich and, be more richer than you. You know what I mean? So you trying to kill me now. You know what I mean? So Big Mike didn't think none of it, man. He went straight to their headquarters, bro. Straight to the studio headquarters where they was making their music at, and he went to the other little spot they was at. And he put gasoline around them things and set them things on fire and burnt them to the ground. And then they put the police on him because he got caught the same night. They put the police on him, got insurance money, and then told everybody that Big Mike was on drugs, and you know what I mean, he had a mental problem and stuff like that. But to clear up the rumors, it was all about money, man. It was a tactic that was used, and the tactic that's still used to this day by J.Prince to keep his artists down. He only give you one piece of money, and you can't come to him talking about some more money because he gonna keep making more contracts, which don't make no sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, they put rumors out on the man. Hopefully he can bounce back and be the Big Mike that I want him to be. He getting his feet wet, but y'all know it's a struggle, man. That's how they did him, man. They stole his royalties, his masters, everything, bro. That's what the black man do to you, bro. And they just derailed that man's career because he could have been one of the best top 5 rappers from the South, period, bro. He's supposed to be up there with Rick Ross and all these niggas, man. It's the Peter Man that I'm talking about. Peace of mind.